What's going on today, guys? It's your boy, Chris Erndeson here. That was probably the most creepy thing you've ever heard. Some of you probably actually came to that. And you see I'm dying like a shit ton of this game. I jumped into a game of Demolition with some of my boys. And we were getting our shit pushed in because we were getting fucking spawn trapped. And I was trying to run around like fucking Grizz optic shit. I didn't pull it off, to say the least. But yeah, so this is a 100+ game. I don't know. I had like 27 kills in the first round, and then I pretty much went sandwich on the next 2 rounds. So it was pretty fun. I was using AGR, Warthog, and Lurchster. So, oh, Blade, sit down. So yeah, guys, as y'all read by the thingy, I don't know what the title is going to be called at this moment, but it's going to be about, the commentary is from Subright88, also known as Subright88, or John, or Little Jennifer Garner, for the else of y'all who don't know. But anyways, this it's about how media how media blames video games for like shootings and violent crimes and shit like that. So personally, I play Call of Duty all the time. I play other games that, you know, are violent. I've played Grand Theft Auto. Who doesn't remember coming home from like I think it was like around roughly middle school, you know, maybe elementary for some of you, maybe high school for some of you, you know, depending on your age. Who doesn't remember coming home from school and putting on Grand Theft Auto 3 and running over some hookers? Come on, guys, you know, like, and after you get like 4 stars or whatever, you go and change your paint color in like 10 seconds. You know, putting in your little cheat codes for whatnot. Oh, excuse me, little cheat codes or whatnot, so you can have a flying car and get to the other island and automatically get like was it like 5 or 6 stars or something like that? Sorry, it was like a little gnat or something flying around in here. I don't know why. Excuse me. But yeah, look at that scuff jumping right there, pro. But yeah, so I mean, I remember coming home playing Grand Theft Auto and shit like that, and you know, all these violent fighting games like Bloody Roar. If any of y'all ever played that, the game's awesome. But I mean, who remembers coming home and playing those games? And I don't remember going to school the next day with a gun or a BB gun or any violent actions. Like it didn't make me violent. Excuse me. So I don't understand why a lot of people think that these games are violent. Yes, I do understand that people have different chemical. You know, some people have different chemical balances and imbalances, obviously, that make them who they are. Otherwise, you know, you would be just like me. I'd be just like you. We'd all be the same motherfucker. You know, and I can see how, you know, maybe someone playing a Grand Theft Auto makes them want to go, you know, kill someone and they can get away with it. You know, I can see that, and yeah, it's not a good thing. But I don't think playing a video game you know, I don't think playing a video game is gonna, you know, affect someone's mentality. And if it does, if you see that maybe you yourself are starting to maybe be a little more aggressive, or maybe if your parents were good parents enough, see that, you know, you were being aggressive, or that you were acting out, you know, due to playing this game, that you were starting to do stuff that this game, you know, does in, you know, in the game, whether, you know, you go up and start hitting someone for money, or you're trying to steal a car, or, you know, you're picking up hookers, having sex with them and killing them and get your money back. You know, if your parents or yourself start to see any of these signs, then I think that, you know, it should be stopped. So I wouldn't blame the video games for the way someone acts. I would kind of blame the parents, because the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I think that's true. Yes, as much as I despise my mother sometimes, I do see a lot of myself in, you know, from her. And you know, I try to change that, because I don't want to be like her. I want to change, and I want to be a better person. And, you know, I know she did her best, and I know, you know, she knows she's fucked up, and I know she's fucked up, obviously. But I think that, you know, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and if the parents act a certain way, I think the kids are going to act that way. Monkey see, monkey do, right? For those of you who have kids, you can see that, you know, you being a smart ass, your kids are doing it. You being, you know, a certain way, that your kids are going to do it. And you try not to be that way, because you don't want them to act like that. You don't want your kid to go walk around and say, "Oh, fuck that shit," or something like that in front of your parents, or in front of you know, other random strangers or something like that. You want them to be on their best behavior, and you want them to be good. So the fact that, you know, media tries to tries to ostracize. I think I use that in the right context, and put blame on something else is it's ridiculous. It's redundant almost. You know, that's like you know, going to McDonald's and then suing them for getting me fat. You know, that's, you know, suing the people who, you know, a company who fucking who makes snow cones, you know, suing them for me getting diabetes. And I love the snow cones, let you know. Fucking watermelon, oh my god. Watermelon and lime, oh my god. I want a snow cone now, damn it. But yeah, I mean that's like suing people for it's like suing. Okay, I actually saw this. I forgot exactly when it was, but some lady sued. I think it was. I don't know if it was McDonald's or Starbucks. It was either. I think it was McDonald's though, or it might have been Starbucks. Fuck, I don't know. But she sued them for having hot coffee because she burnt herself when she drank it, even though that they give them a little thingy, a little, you know, the paper thingy on the outside of the cup, so it's not as hot. And it also has a warning on it that it's not hot. But she sued either one of those companies because they had hot coffee. Like, really? If you found a fucking finger in your coffee, sue them. But if you get coffee that's hot and you sue them because it's fucking hot coffee, you need to jump down a well and hope Lassie doesn't find you. Let's just say that. Like, I think that's the stupidest thing in the world. You know, you burn yourself. Obviously, you know you're getting something scalding hot that just came out of a fucking... I don't exactly know how coffee is made. I'm sure it's just boiling water poured over little grinds. But, you know, you just got something that's probably like 160 degrees, maybe hotter. I don't exactly know the temperature of coffee. Oh, excuse me. So, you know... But, I mean, you're buying a rated M for mature game. And... you know the consequences of it. You know that there's going to be sexual natures in it. You know that there's going to be drug use. You know there's going to be, you know, curse words, especially with the game called Grand Theft Auto. I know the first ones were a little different than like 3, San Andreas, and 4, and Vice City and all that shit like that. But still, I mean, if you watch your kids like you're supposed to, you know, you're supposed to monitor what they do. Especially, you know, they're like 8 to 10 years old. If you're letting them play a rated M for mature game, which is 17 and older, and I know a lot of parents don't do that because I fucking hear squeakers all the damn time while I'm playing Call of Duty. So I can't imagine, you know, I used to play Grand Theft Auto online. That was kind of fun. You know, I used to play that online. I never really heard that many people talking in that game, but, you know, from Call of Duty has the most immature group that there is, and it's a little ridiculous seeing how many little squeakers are playing this game, and you know that they're going to play Grand Theft Auto because all their friends are playing it and because their parents don't give a shit. So I think it's more or less the parents that, not necessarily that should take the blame, but should understand that if their kid plays a video game, they shouldn't go and sue Rockstar or whoever makes the games, or Activision, you know, with Call of Duty or Treyarch and shit like that. You know, they shouldn't go and sue the company or blame the company because it's their fault. And I think a lot of people are that upset about it because they neglected you know, their kid to the fact that they have to go play a violent video game to entertain themselves because you're really probably fucking the postman or the fucking milkman. I don't even know if there is milkman anymore, but if there is, I'm sure you probably be fucking him because you want to get your fucking shithead of a kid out of your way and out of your hair because you are a shitty parent. So that's my take on it. I mean, I'm going to talk a little more about it, but that's just my take on it. I think it's mostly shitty people blaming a game or game developer for their child acting like shit when it's their own damn fault that their child is a little fuckhead. You know, and when you walk around Walmart, you hear all these fucking kids crying and shit like that. I didn't cry as a fucking kid. I was a good kid. I was reading by the time I was 4. I was fucking... You know, I was in the gifted and talented classes all growing up. Yeah, I have a very high IQ. I have like a 136 IQ. I'm actually a very intelligent person. I make a lot of sexual innuendos. Yes, trust me, I do. I can be one of the most immature people. Trust me. But that does not make me a different person. It doesn't make me a bad person. And it doesn't make me unintelligent just because I talk like that. It's just so I can have... I just like having fun. That's my idea of fun. Because, you know, because I can do that or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But... with all, you know, and I played Grand Theft Auto growing up. I played Grand Theft Auto when I was 10 or 12, and yeah, that could have been you know, my parents not watching me or something like that. But my mom was actually a little more on the easy side. My grandma did not let me buy that. My grandma was buying me like Tony Hawk and Dave Mirra BMX and you know, just basic fighting games, Gran Turismo, shit like that. So she was buying me, you know, rated E or T games. She wasn't buying me rated M mature games. My mom bought those for me, but you know, I played Grand Theft Auto growing up. You know, 3, San Andreas, Vice City. I didn't care too much for Vice City all that much, but you know, I bought 4. It was my first one when I was you know, I bought that one when I was 18. So you know, I had all these rated M games, and I have never gone and killed anybody. I've never done anything like that. I actually went to high school. It was in the Dallas Fort Worth area. It was called Richland High School, and not Richland High School. I'm sorry. It was Lamar High School. There we go. I went to this place called Lamar High School, and there's this kid, and he came to school. I think it was like on Valentine's Day or whatever. I forgot what year. I think it was like 2005 or 2006. But he came to school with like a fucking like 2 katanas, a machete, and some daggers and like knives and shit like that. Somehow he got into the middle of the school. There's like 8 entrances to that school. I'm sure there's more, but there's like 8 entrances to the school, and he entered through one of the main ones, and somehow got all the way through the school into the cafeteria. Don't know how this happened, because every time I've gone to that school from any other angle, it's been full of people. How we got all the way through, no clue. That's just people being stupid. But still, I mean, he came in there and he like hurt someone. He didn't kill anybody, but he hurt someone and blah blah blah. But still, I mean, that's, you know, the parents' fault for letting their kid have fucking knives and katanas and shit like that. He was like a 15-year-old kid, and he apparently got bullied. So what's he do? He takes a gun to, or he not gun. He takes knives to school. So blah blah blah. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hey guys, I just want to say thank you for watching, and if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do so. It'd mean a lot to me, and it'd really help my channel out. If you want to catch one of my old random videos, click on the question mark, and my previous video is going to be in the top left hand. Thank you guys. Love you.